task, but I think as a sign of appreciation, we want to pass the mic to the CEO. I mean, sometimes he even comes here to look at the work that his men were doing. He comes here to see, so we want to thank him. Let's now give him the mic to give us a goodwill message.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, standing on existing protocols, I like the way that it was put. It's a goodwill message, and for me, a goodwill message is very important, because this is exactly what we are trying to do here. It's goodwill, and Africell as a company has put a lot of goodwill forward into the society, into Sierra Leone, and into all the different parts of the country. Media is not something that we shy away from. Media, as we always see, media is one of our best friends, and our investment in media goes across every kind of media. We do support print, radio, TV, bloggers, online media, and everything that may come in the future. And we do so because we would always want to make sure that the people out there are getting the correct messaging, and we believe as an industry it's one of the most important industries for the development of the country. And our relationship with SLBC goes way back. So I remember on your right, about 15 years ago, that was the studio we were using for most of our programs. Everything, even our Ramadan shows, we refurbished that studio from all of it at one point in time, as far back as 2009, 2010, and we were using it. So as far back, we have been working with SLBC. However, when the DG came, right, she came at a time where there was a little bit of turbulence, right, and she came the first time and she tried to mend all the turbulence that had already been gone, and she came a first and a second time, and that's when we were like, okay, let's come back, let's re-establish a relationship, kick everything off. And I had not been here for many years. So, and my thoughts were exactly her thoughts on her visit when I came here, and we went around, and I was like, how are you still on air? It was the same sentiment, and I couldn't believe how SLBC was still on air. It was like really there's a lot of will from the employees of SLBC to keep things going. And we showed our goodwill. We asked, what do you need? And it was the studio as a start, and we made sure that we delivered on our promise. And during the work, at one point in time, she no longer needed to talk to me, because all the team that she needed
for well now we are. I say salon man and woman as a me. Yes, he knew me sweet salon. alone folk well now we are. Where we get we gold, where we get we diamond, where we get we iron, no why folk well now we are. Where we get we rutite, where we get we bauxite, this in our water plenty, why folk well now we are. I say salon man, a new man and some people. Let's do we sweet salon folk well now we are.
We will always come and continue to support SLBC as far as we can go. Thank you everybody for today.
Thank you very much. Let's give another round of applause. Thank you very much, Mr. CEO of AfriCell. I like one thing that he said, that SLBC does not have an agenda. SLBC belongs to the people of Sierra Leone. No matter your color, no matter your tribe, no matter your religion, no matter your region, we are definitely going to ensure that your voice is heard, and that's what we've been doing. So thank you very much. SLBC and AfriCell indeed have had very long-standing relationship. When AfriCell came to this country, SLBC was one of the first institutions that they built a relationship with, and thankfully that relationship keeps growing by leaps and bounds. And we hope and pray that it continues for the future time.
And a man and some people. Waiting do we sweet salon folk well now we are. If petrol day, lights day na the whole country. Motoka day one open no white folk well pa we. If parents get good pay, pikin go to school. If teacher get good pay, on pikin then.
Information and civic education, Mr. Jonathan. Dear Madam Justin Kamana, Director General of Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, and Africa CEO, friends, and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to attend this commissioning ceremony. First, I must extend my sincere congratulations to SLBC. It is another milestone in China-Sierra Leone friendship. Recall to 2024 during His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio's visit to China. The two heads of states had an in-depth exchange on views of China and Sierra Leone and China-Africa relations, which opened a new era for consolidating bilateral relations and promoting diversified development of cooperation, including media cooperation. Witnessed by the two heads of states, the Chinese media group, CMG, at the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, signed MOU during His Excellency Bio's state visit, aiming to strengthen the collaboration between Chinese and Sierra Leone media institutions. Also as an outcome of the MOU, a series of media equipments are donated by CMG to SLBC. Those equipments include cameras, microphones, and TVs, which now helps SLBC has built this modern TV studio and better amplify your voice from Freetown to the world. This year marks the 55th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Sierra Leone. Standing at a new historical starting point, I believe the two sides will uphold the original intention of establishing diplomatic relations of mutual respect and equality, constantly ensure the contemporary connotation of the comprehensive strategic cooperation partnership between the two countries, build a bilateral relations with exemplary significance, and promote relationship between the two countries to a higher level. Finally, I would like to once again sincerely thank you who have made contribution to the bilateral relations. Let's work together to write a new and colorful chapter of China-Sierra Leone friendship and in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. We appreciate those messages. Thank you very much. I remember when we started, I did say to you that this program is going to be short as possible because we don't have much time, and broadcasting house, every minute counts, every time is a valid time. So now is one of the high points. We are going to hear the Minister of Information and Civic Education, our supervisory ministry, to do the keynote speech. Minister Honorable Chenoba.
Thank you very much, Excellency, the Deputy Ambassador of... Let me try this one. Oh, it's okay. The Deputy Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Sierra Leone, Madam Board Chair, Madam Director General, friend and brother, CEO of AfriCell, Mr. President of the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, Mr. Chair, Mifambul and Slbc, Assalamu alaikum, I greet you all well. I'm glad for day today. We're happy. This is a milestone event. We're here to start what I think it is the Chinese that say the journey of 1,000 miles. Therefore, start with a small step. I want to be clear. What we're here to do today is a small step. Slbc has 1,000 miles to go. Today is a small step. But I think scripture also tells us not to despise small beginnings. And so we're here because we want to celebrate this small but important beginning. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone to thank Shadi and the AfriCell family for their generous donation of this modern studio for Slbc and with Slbc family. Unale will put your hands together for this. I must also put on record the appreciation of the government of Sierra Leone to the Embassy of the People's Republic of China. We celebrate a milestone in our friendship, and I think it's now a year or so ago, the ambassador at the time came and donated some equipment that I've been told we're going to see finally put into full use. I don't need complain about the equipment and they say we didn't give equipment, use them. But you know, then say, when I the man and say, Pomange or gate, or be small, or po, we then give you one new sus, or my man the grill away. That new sus, you keep on. Say, if offend one day when a big day for commot, that day, they knock you commot close. You wear that sus. Today, thanks to the Chinese ambassador and the Chinese embassy, we have our big deal. They can pull that door with commot equipment for Slbc. So I want to thank you, Mr. Deputy Ambassador, and your team. But the leadership of Slbc too deserves our thanks for your grit, for your commitment. You work in extremely difficult circumstances and you've pulled off what many people thought was impossible. So, Madam Director General Josephine Kamara, Deputy Director General, and all the directors, I want to thank you. Thank you. I should also thank our board chair, who we must congratulate, by the way. She's just been appointed, elected, I'm told, to the Africa Level Gender Commission, a Gender Council for the international, in fact, not even Africa, the International Journalist Federation. She now represents all of us at the global level. Congratulations. And I see the turnout of the board. We have very distinguished board members who are here today. You have traveled from far and wide. My brother from Bond, my brother representing Civil Society, my uncle, who is nominated as well by the Journalists Association and others. We thank you for your work and your support of Slbc. And I'll clap for the board as well. the people that deserve the thanks are the national heroes and heroines who work at SLBC. The patriots who work under difficult circumstances, staff who don't work here for many, many years. We frankly, I will say as a government official, the government not meet on a sacrifice yet the way we want to sacrifice for this country. So I want to say to you, thank you. Enjoy this new studio. Like I said, that new sus. I want to take care of them. More you know, but what for tell for all we they do for keep the national broadcaster on the air in extremely difficult circumstances. Allah will bless you all. My final word will be 1,000 miles. We have a long way to go. I charge you, the leadership, the board, and everybody. We need to fix this place. We need to fix this infrastructure. At the NATSCA launch, President Biu said, we need to fix this building. I think I've been on when I say, when I become minister, I tell President Biu, if I to this building, I say the new SLBC building. He say, hey, whose new building? It's that building the big pass you. This building has been here since 74, 75. It's been here. We need to fix it. We need to fix these ones over here. They don't reflect who we are.
1934.
They have been here since the 30s. We need to get rid of these old abandoned cars that are here. We need to improve the capacity of the staff. We need to invest in the staff. We need to have more and more modern equipment here. We need to change the conditions of service of the staff. I'm aware. Don't say who they hear this. I know. I did tell you, I no more say, you know, if they can say Turkey one bots, my brother and sister them. But the hand short. The hand short too, the hand short. But I could tell you, I say, we not go forget. DG Binde, the part talk say, let's boot this building. Let's do something. I don't want to go ahead of myself, but we don't put together some proposals. We chase some donors. We travel some donors, so they travel. So the number one thing why they try for shop, like how the president can say at the Manjalaji. For fan person we interested in investing in media. Or find a partner who is interested in investing in media. But we don't go far. In fact, DG and deputy have been getting small leakage with the board chair. We've been getting major private sector partner who we don't come. We even can do assessments. And we don't work on the plan, will be there on the course. Something happen, but I saw investment day. But inshallah.
Thank you very much, Minister Siba, for your words of encouragement. And I think so when we listen to Minister Siba, we get hope. Not also. As Muslims and Christians, one thing where they keep you alive and hope. The day where you life hopeless, no see better not again. So we thank him very much that I don't inject some hope in we. Mickey can tell people and say, we are not doing bad as people like you want for paint. Yes, you know, Rosie, we know each other one for each it. That's for sure. Even as a country, we know each other one for each it. But you only need for go one or two places then and see. You go say, okay, well, we not reach it, but alhamdulillah, better small. And we want for assure the minister say, we still wait, we be patient. We not go lose hope, not go lose faith. By the grace of God, good thing will come one day, inshallah. Not also? Okay, so it's now my honor and pleasure for invite the esteemed board chair, Dr. Willett James. And it just gets, I think, so let's give her a round of applause for the new election. I mean, for the elector and that kind of high profile waiting Saturday, it means a lot. She is a capable woman.
Yes. Thank you, DDG. I want to thank all of you for being here today. I stand on existing protocols. Let me start with the minister, because they normally say save the best for last. But let me start with the best first. Mr. Minister, I want to thank you very much on behalf of the board and management of the SLBC for your astute leadership. You've been that kind of leader that, I mean, you don't sit and let things just go by. You're always keeping us on our toes, you know, and I want to thank you very much for that. You have said from the start that this is a change administration, and the SLBC administration is a change one, and that is what we should work towards. And we assure you, we are getting there. You say you're looking at the bigger picture, the 1,000 steps that we have to take. We will take those 1,000 steps by God in power. No worry, God go and pray. Thank you very much, Afrisel. When you were talking, Shadi, you talked about civic duty. You know, I mean, it gladdens my heart when you said that, because it shows that you're not limiting yourself to your corporate social responsibilities, but you have gone ahead of that and focusing now on what you call civic duties. I think that is laudable. Please put your hands together for Afrisel. We see the work that you're doing in Sierra Leone, and we appreciate you. We're appreciative of the work you have done here. We've been in the studio, we've taken a tour, we've seen what you have done, and it befits us. It has taken us to another level. I assure those of you who haven't seen it, when you see it, you will know that they have done a great job. And I want to thank you on behalf of the board and management for that. I also want to thank the Chinese ambassador. I went to Liberia, and I saw the work that the Chinese people, China Aid is doing in Liberia. Now Liberia has a very massive facility, and they also have a modern OB van. The other day, the DDG for Liberia was calling me, and he sent me a lot of pictures. I sent them to you, and he was showing me the outside broadcast van. Very beautiful. And we appreciate what you have done for us. I mean, the cameras that you have given us, they're going to give us clarity. Very good pictures. I mean, it's going to put our image at another level. We appreciate you. But we are also, as Minister is also talking about taking, you know, the 1,000 steps, I am thinking that maybe what happened in Liberia may just happen in Sierra Leone. May just happen in Sierra Leone. So thank you very much, sir. And we hope and pray that you will replicate what you have done in Liberia here. Thank you also very much. We want to thank the staff. Now listen one thing. The staff, them, if you know they put together the beautiful programs they put together. If you know they make sure say content dinner with television. People I know can do business now so. And even the little progress that we started making and the monies that came in, it is because of una efforts we una do. Now that make all them small things and they come in. And if people like Afrisel and people like the Chinese embassy can say they want to do business with us, it is because of the products that they are seeing. That's why they are saying that they want to do business with us. So thank you also very much. Thank you, DG. Thank you, DDG. Thank you, the whole management and staff. We are grateful as a board. We see the efforts that you're making in handling the day-to-day affairs of the institution. And we are grateful to everybody, every worker, to the least worker. We say thank you also very much. And thank you for being here. God bless you. God bless SLBC.
Thank you very much, Bochia, Dr. Willett James. Now we go invite the Honorable Minister of Information, the CEO of Afrisel, and the Deputy Ambassador of China and other dignitaries for go in and do the cutting of the tape and open the studio for we. Because of space, not everybody could go inside. So please, board members and board members, especially Mr. Sowa.
salon man and woman and Sami. Wetin do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. I say salon man and woman and Sami. Wetin do we sweet salon for Puebla we are. Wetin do we sweet salon for Puebla. Wetin do we sweet salon for.
We have two studios, two teleprompters, one for this side, one for that side.
Okay, no, good. I mean, I
Let's have
Shadi and Chinese ambassador.
Chinese ambassador, Shadi, Bonjour.
Yes, come. DG Kalo Kamusle.
Bonjour, you go.
Okay, Bonjour. Bonjour.
Alright. Ready skits.
This is a special edition.
Ready skits. Ready skits.
Oh, now they can't do skits, eh?
Yeah.
Je suis comédien.
And then
Alright, we'll just see when they perform.
yeah, number 4.
It was way back in 1934 when the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Service was established. It continued to serve the nation from then up to 2010 when an act of parliament was passed and the then SLBS was transformed to SLBC. Since then, many likes or generals have come. SLBC still pursue for development. Today, look at the development. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Service. When they born picking at it, we are making Gianne Abiono. But when they born picking at us, Kine Josephine, Timo,
Mille compatani. I don't believe what that. You go there. It's not a typical way. I Slbc. Yes, not of the comics. Going for pattern information. Oh, I'm coming in picking let of pictures here, prefusion. I have to do good. Good, I'll buy a post of family. This is not a Canada will be Slbc. Good. Now for compassion, message for the family belly. the big star now. Now SLBS now they look for you.
So, Mr. for right now they to the Kawawa office. Now SLBS now know for information, education, for even inform people there.
It's a time which one?
Then today, who they look for SLBS, who not see.
Ah yes! They say waste not the key. Now foot the key. What you will defend?
SLBS.
SLBS now they look for.
Now SLBS will not defend.
Yes.
They say since guys see that vessel I smile at sympathy. You don't know say that the SLBS will do so? Hold on. Sorry? They say us not the bill one day, but he left to the contractor and the carpenter then. That they go make sure say roof day, building come, win that team up. Now SLBS will team up so, but the name will not change to SLBC. The name will not change to SLBC. Now different management, different structure. Inside this SLBC, the new director general when don't come. He makes us say he brand everything for showing a different color. Now here we be sabi for broadcasting business. When you want to get better use, guarantee message when not to them 2x4 fake. Now this SLBSC, now here we be negate all. Now the minister don't come, other people they find that come here for Kanu. But what thing I go say here today, Mr. Minister of Information, I want to tell you one thing. Until you don't see what they happen. With this kind of development, sir, if you not get here to the director general, you have to fiber CNN. Because the small way separate them by the way, so look what the place don't different.
Timo, look this one they call it.
Oh, yeah, what that yeah. Yeah? What is that? If I go into my channel, don't make it show.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow! No, a bit more. Go. I'm a Caroli.
Now,
Oh yes! Now we have been east. That thing will be small. Yeah.
You don't make it.
Now it's fun. Yeah, so that means we all for join on. For make sure say this particular station, now all man sabi, people that they oversee. So man don't walk here. You know must speak in this station no more. Oh yeah. Okay, you know what he said so? He said the time when they be small. Now you show them when they get all they use them. When they be they see on television, that's the name of me muta be there. We sing na music for Paseki. Apa Paseki ya wa Now the only one that can get out black and white.
谁都会这样，别行，谁叫别行？别行，谁都会这样，我需要。在上面是讲出重点话。
Oh yeah. He said this is a Chinese man and children here. Now my Chinese more than this. He said if you see SLBC they go before so the Chinese people they for security them they angry then SLBC.
谁都会打我。
Oh yeah.
还给我打我，谁能打我啊？我那边去收了才打我啊。
Oh, that's the time of talk to the minister say the director general say what man can do, he can do and fast.
谁说我？反正我去要打呀，因为我打到我。
Oh yeah.
可以是我得要不去啊，是你说我得要，不是我得要，还是我得要，还是我得要，你不能跟你不是。
Oh, he said developments don't come. He said and the camera were on a television station that they make money. Now I don't feel proud for SLBC for this new studio. I see and so colorful. Wait myself the studio I talking like. I know you're Take your minister there. He said, Minister will talk to her fine. Mr. Minister, let God bless you. You see information in paramount in the country. And let God bless you because we all put you there because you sabi talk about that peaceful and anymore. You sabi talk about you know what you do? You not big man always you the bring come to the country. People don't understand. I know they lie. I know they pay you on a television like this. So if you see your broadcasting service office, you will make a find more than this. Now, that's what we will take example. Other people in the count them 2x4 to copy the AI station. But this one, now original. So we have Mr. Minister. We always cancel. Then we join in the Electoral General. Go tell the person, support them, mommy, let this place fine. They go able to pay this compound. They go able to make staff the blood. Better camera go get. Good production will come. The other butterfly station no go make what you pay. But with SLBC, you message, don't reach the end. What you say what you do? Amen. Amen. For this team, but I get so, and tomorrow for appear in the court. Do you have Mr. Minister? You know, tell me, say, let's try for see and chamber tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and a state case, sir. If you're not sorry for me, and they come, if you're not sorry for me, in a jail, I go so. Back kill
Alright, plenty thank you to Raymond Fox and team for that very entertaining skit where they present to we reflects the importance of the national broadcaster because we don't play from them and then we all happy. And so we will take welcome on all where watch we from everywhere to this very special live program where they come to you from the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, right from Broadcasting House in Newlandsville. Well, today marks a very important day for we, a milestone achievement as we officially unveil or open and use the newly revamped studio for the very first time. My name is Cecilia Alisise and it's my honor for co-host this program alongside.
Well, me and Ibrahim Samoga Famule, as you don't see now with the live now with new broadcast studio, they should say really the management have already ministry to do something transform. Maybe it is not in line with the pronouncements of the president made. If you go to indeed, the president of us say, I'm going to transform the SLBC. I think that this will be easy. We'll talk more on this and other development and maybe other things. So, because the SLBC, we only get one studio. We got another one downstairs. We got another top floor. They'll get this one that will be broadcast live. And Cecilia, so you feel happy for being the first presenter for the first the new studio.
Very happy for getting the honor for use this facility for the very first time as one of the beautiful anchors here. This is an honor for me, and I look forward to having more pictures here.
Indeed. But you know, Cecilia, I will give you a shock. I'm going to make a new anchor tonight, and I'm going to open the studio. But anyways, from our continued discussion, we deal with a host of personalities, and we make things happen for the SLBC, and we need to recognize them the good job they do for the SLBC. For that, I will get one big allegiance between the deputy ambassador for the Chinese embassy in Salon, where Jiang, we are the deputy ambassador. What for welcoming to the SLBC.
Hi, we also get inside the studio the chairperson of the Board of Trustees of the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation and the person of Dr. Williams P.R.O. James. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And you know something? Many person obviously say maybe just the pure poetry. I say now you go for introduce that person because they can like way woman they choose, can like woman begin business. And for that also, me and also we get with the CEO for AfriCell, we name Shidi. We're a popular name as CEO. Welcome to the program.
And just so you know, this facility where we unveil today is proudly sponsored by AfriCell. So we honor this possibility and also for making it possible. Also with us in the studio, we also get the Minister of Information and Civic Education and the President of Nanimo Walsa. Need no further introduction. Welcome, Siba.
Popularly called Siba. Yeah. Anyways, family also we have a very Director General, we have for General later, we say we can explain more. Yes, Cecilia.
Alright, I would have loved to start with the Director General for obvious reasons, but we will start with the Board of Trustees, Chairperson, Dr. William James. As you don't can witness this unveiling program today, and you don't see the great work we don't happen inside the public broadcaster, tell me what this means to the board of this institution.
Thank you very much, Cecilia. The board always gladly when we see progress, because one thing when the board day for do, and for make sure say we supervise all waiting they go on IASO. So when progress is made, we are happy because they make me work easier. So we want every daily management they call, we say good things are happening, and then we go on for camp. So for tell you in some way that we are so happy, you know, that from the first facility we've been doing, as we've been seeing, we be very, I mean, I don't want for want of a better expression, dilapidated. Now we have a brand new facility, and this one can top any facility in the world. So it can match, sorry, any facility in the world. So we are happy, and we want to thank AfriCell and the Chinese Embassy for their contribution.
And Madam Chair, you know, for say not only one studios that we get together, the studios that we will wish for make it this good like the other studios and this so. How not for continue for work with the management and ensure for say more goodies come from yourself.
Well, as I say, we always work with management because once every month, you know, we can meet with management and we make sure, say, when they ask them questions, we really scrutinize them, put them under fire, you know, for do the work when they didn't ask for do. Because as a board, that we get for do, for make progress good day. Because management charged with the responsibility of the day-to-day affairs. Sometimes they can tire, sometimes they, they can overwhelmed with a lot of things. So when the board know day to day activities, and we day, from the outside, and when we come in, we therefore spur them up, ginger them, and also, give them that booster the way they need to forget, for able for do the work, for continue for do the work. It's not easy for all the facility like this, so we therefore applaud management for that.
All right, let me come now to the Minister of Information. Tell me how this significant studio upgrade important, or what it means to government in broader vision for media development in Salon.
Well, thank you, congratulations to all, and I have this opportunity again for thank you to Shadi and AfriCell for this really significant investment. I think one thing for talk about this in theory, and another thing for Kainsa and actually feel the aura of it. Also, thank you to the Chinese Embassy as well for the equipment. We look around now, you will see, say, we get state-of-the-art cameras, state-of-the-art microphones. We get even, for you to watch, so the wallpaper again for ask question, again the teleprompter and all that. The studio is really nice, it's clean, it's cool, it's calm. I think, say, we can get sense for talk safe. We can sense the kind sign out because of the comfort where the studio gets. But I think to question more directly, Mrs. Stana, that SLBC not the voice of the country. SLBC not the face of the country. Every time we can uplift that, we can get something we look like we as a country, especially this week we celebrate the 65th independence anniversary of the country. A major development. I think for we as a government, we applaud the partners, we applaud the management and leadership, and ask them for use this as a springboard or do more. We're not going to do for rest on the oars. Like I said, this is not just a journey of 1,000 miles. It's not just the first step. We need to transform the rest of the studios. We need to update the rest of the equipment that we get. We need to go digital. This live we do so right now, we need to forget, and also we work on that, so don't get proposal with in front of we. maybe Shadi and the Chinese go here. We don't cost that proposal day, but that's all the program and go live, so that SLBC go also get verified pages on all the social media pages, and we will do multiple lives at the same time and all that. So the challenges are still there, but today a breath of fresh air, literally and figuratively, because you know what inside. We didn't do the place cold and hot small. We walk in here, the coolness we bang we say, you know, say yes, the game don't change. I make us you wear big suits so samurai, but you're not afraid for the hot, because you wear that suit say and the guy is really blow yourself. I think say better don't cancel.
Mr. Minister, I will take it for the word. Why should they make a statement of say boxing and Tokiwa for box, but really and short, which by many need more resources, more fund, more support and everything. And you don't be the minister of the supervisor, so I will ensure that to get more resources for do the number of works that we SLBC for in public for me to get good broadcast.
Yeah, well, let's take this opportunity for call on the private sector and other development partners in our salon for emulate the good example of the two partners that we're going to have. SLBC, by the way, get the best journalists in our salon. The programs in our SLBC, I don't say this now and other platforms, now objectively the best radio production, TV production in our salon. The best. Morning Coffee are the best morning show in the country. It will go farther than anybody else. So if you listen to this, you're a development partner, you're a private sector partner, and SLBC is supposed for investing. Because when you invest in SLBC, it reaches the farthest corner of the country. The quality of the program is good. You get dynamic hosts and presenters. You get a great leadership team. When a resource constraint, SLBC don't get. So the hope join for call for more partners, for invest in this place, in this edifice. We get huge infrastructure potential. We get massive edifice now. We get big facilities now. We get massive parking lot and all that thing. And we invite publicly, let partners, development, investment partners that come meet me, come meet the board chair, come to the DG, let's work together, let's find a way for move this place to before you will get a very good return on your investment, because SLBC is worth it.
I will move on to the partners, then we make this possible, and because Ambassador gets another engagement, we will go over to you directly. Wanna play a very great role for make this possible. Sorry, you played a very great role to make this possible. Tell us what inspired this partnership.
I just heard that the SLBC has a long history of 92 years. It was established in 1934. It's much longer than most of this kind of media groups in the world. So it's a long history. So today is a new chapter for SLBC. As the Honorable has mentioned, that there is a new chapter, it's a new milestone in the future for SLBC. I will represent the Slbc to congratulate you and to all the people in the Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is in a great history. A lot of opportunities happening. So you need to take note, record the history of this moment, the ordinary life, the big event, and also some opportunities. So I think the SLBC has a very great responsibility, and also you have done a great job in your field. So I should congratulate you, and I think it's a new beginning in the history, and as a close partner of the Sierra Leone government and the SLBC, I think China and Chinese will be much more closer than before in the future of our cooperation and collaboration. Thank you.
So I will be in short, because already you had the board chairman speakers during the opening statements. You know, we are hoping to see what you've done in Liberia can also be emulated here in Sierra Leone. Mind you, this is a public broadcaster, one of the oldest in the sub-region, Sub-Saharan Africa. So you come in, so the jealousy we can get that one from maybe other countries, might be jealousy, not just after Liberia to Sierra Leone.
Yes. And also from the phones shows the picture of, I just saw the pictures of the building in Mongolia. It's also donated by Chinese government. It's a close relation representation between China and Liberia. But in China and Ceylon, we also have some other kind of state buildings and symbol of our close relationships and in the history. But I hope also, like you mentioned, that I hope in the future maybe we can enlarge our cooperation in the field, not only for the roads and the farms and education, health, but also in the field of the broadcasting, the media. We also hope that someday in the future, here, there is a Chinese government will have in a close cooperation, we will have a new building, and it is also our dream. And I think we can discuss it in the future of this.
Thank you very much for joining us in the program.
And as we come to one somebody we fight as we people level partners. We talk about Africa, it's like a household name.
The name they play.
The name they play, but the name they play. So so we want to welcome you to our new facility. You supported us, so we want to welcome to the new facility. And just tell us what really pinched you Africa. You should support the public broadcaster and Slbc.
So, like I was saying earlier on, we started having a conversation with Josephine. She was relentless. She was not going to give up, and eventually she invited us to come to the studio and see the facility. And when we came here, this was not an empty shell, it was a destroyed shell. There was nothing there. There was a studio before, but everything was destroyed. And we have a passion for media, we have a passion for production, TV, radio, the whole commercial team. This is what they like to do, it's part of them, so it was able to move us. And if you see me while I was sitting here, while the skit was going on, the other speakers, I was looking at the details of the plays. And I think the team did a very good job in the details. The teleprompter is there. I can't see far, but I can clearly read after NPSC, fun sports at the school ground. So teleprompter work, they have plugs everywhere so that you can change the lights. You have mics dangling from the ceiling. And it's important to know that, beauty fades, no matter what. So today we see it beautiful, but the most important thing about studios is for it to be modular. Like for you to be able, after a few months, to come and say, you know what, this has outlived today, we're going to have a new theme for the whole studio. And because it's modular, you're able to change everything in the studio, you change the colors, you change the theme, because the basic setup is already there, the cabling is there, and you're able to change the mood of the light, you're able to change the desk. And almost everything here was locally made, including the desk, the glass that was cut here. Everything was locally made. So you're able to reproduce everything in whatever form you want. At the end of the year for Christmas, all of this becomes Christmassy theme. When it comes to huge political events, it becomes all about elections. So everything can be done because it's modular and you are able to change. So I think I see that everything is like, it's the starting, right? So this is definitely not the end, neither for this studio nor for the other studios that you have. And you know what, when you're doing the other studios, you don't have to do the whole studio in London. You can do corners. Yes. You can always design how the studio needs to look like and what are the things we need to do. Well, you can do them one wall at a time, one company at a time, and we'll always be with you when we're able. As usual, we always have different budgets for different things. Whenever it permits us, we'll make sure that Slbc is a priority for us, because this partnership works, this partnership takes us further, benefits Slbc, benefits us, and we will always be proud of being associated with Slbc. Thank you very much.
You shared with us your experience when you saw one of our colleagues SLBC staff, doing all he could to ensure that he tells a story somewhere in the region. I mean, that is not new to us. We get that all of the time. There was a BBC representative that came here at a time to work with us for a few months, and he called us the magicians in modern day broadcasting, because no matter the circumstances at SLBC, we always ensure that there's news. Morning coffee go, even we go crazy, this not day, but how they do everybody like magic. So this is not new to us. Tell us, how does this align to the AfriCell's broader commitment to national development?
So we said before that we were friends with the media, right? We work with the media very closely. We support about 170 radio stations across the country. And this brings a point where to say, why so many radio stations versus we have maybe 4 or 5 TV stations? And what people don't know is that it's 100 times more expensive to run a TV station than a radio station. When it's a radio station, you can be broadcasting out of your bedroom with a 1000 watt transmitter or even 500 watt transmitter, and people don't see the studio, they don't need lights, they don't need anything. You're just on your CD player and you're playing music, or your computer right? TVs need more support, right? TVs need more support for them to go live. TVs more support because they're not only sound, you're seeing sound and picture, and both of them want to be beautiful. And because the world now is a small place, everybody sees programs from different parts across the world, so comparison becomes one part of the things that we do, and always people will compare us to other TV stations, whether CNN or BBC or NBC or anywhere else in the world, and they want to say, okay, but they have that studio, why we don't have it? So we have to get to as close as possible. Now, the good thing is technology bridges the gaps. Right? Before green screens, it was very difficult to produce big studios in small studios. Green screens help you to do that. AI adds another help. Cameras now are pre-equipped with all of these programs to do it. The internet allows you now to broadcast live from wherever you are. You upload there, you download here, and you're able to do it. So technology helps, and we've always said that we are a transmission mechanism, we are a conduit. And being a conduit, we are able to put whatever you need on that conduit, be it voice, data, picture, any of these things are available for you to use.
Mr. Minister, now you deal with 2 big allegiances there. You deal with the Chinese embassy, you deal with AfriCell. You know already we get the studio already we don't start or work on where you can meet as a minister. You also get the other studio done. We see the assistant, but that studio they need some improvement with the radio station. They're the big allegiance. We're looking forward to you, Mr. Minister. So I will convince these 2 big allegiance for seeing the need for the other studios.
Well, I will not convince them they don't can do this one. So I think we can say don't trust the process. We are good friends. We have actually with Chinese, for example, we have a set of additional proposals with them to support SLBC. As you in speech, it also we don't sign multiple MOUs at the time before the end of the year for go back to China or follow up with some of the institutions themselves on the partnership with SLBC and the media. This is something that we're committed to. With AfriCell, AfriCell is our partner, as you can see now. Maybe now we'll only forgo to AfriCell, we'll go ask Seattle and sponsor the next studio. Because AfriCell don't invest in Seattle. Seattle go not go one day AfriCell get all the branding now. Then save no get state of the art studio. So I don't know if the Seattle people they listen no, but they give a challenge now. Let them fix their own studio nicer than this one. Because Seattle and SLBC now one family. You don't see this minister. No, I don't feel going all the way. So that now another way.
You don't understand. You don't show people the style.
I don't show the level no more. You wanna pull out in on air. But seriously, this is a conversation that we'll continue to have, and I think we'll continue to push. But I think today really is not a day to ask for more. Today is a day to say thank you.
Alright, plenty thank you to all the guests in the studio. Now, so we will come to an end of this very special broadcast when it comes to you from the Slbc Broadcasting Corporation. Well, today on events, not just about the infrastructure, now about impact, now about progress, and about with all commitments for the quality broadcasting throughout all over the country.
Well, family and member for say now and later before post we own managers and at the office we host the DG, the deputy DG when they tell me really how they come about this, when they tell me more because they get that from Shady saying go let the next Shady here from Shady saying go let the next level go can make it this place like a this which means sustainability and carry. Management then will tell me how they plan for do that. Go I'm an officer like a minister don't talk and say officer, you know. They call other company then, but we send maybe until by 10 we see you they go in office look at say you know what more do that to studios there. So what for me I say indeed we'll keep on fine, we'll keep on clean and we'll continue for the kind of see. Well my name is Samuel for Tirona. Thank you for this special program.
My name is Cecilia Alice to meet back to
Thank you guys. Thank
especially for the digital. So they all in live will be listening to the way. I think it's a very good idea. We have like a partnership, we have a proposal to do everything that we all the activities to do online. I will share it with you. And then what we do, we do like a partnership. We have to also the pass education.
My name is Josephine Fatima Kamara. I'm the Director General for the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. I started working for the corporation some 2 years ago and a few months, exactly 2 years and 2 months. When I first arrived here, the entire infrastructure was pretty much dirty. So we started off together with the management team as well as staff of this corporation started off by saying, hey, this is a new administration, so we need to give a facelift. So we got cement and we repaved the entire studio. And so we went to the market, decided we were going to do our own patchwork, but the patchwork was not good enough. Director of commercial, Madam Fatima Kroma, reached out and said, DG, we can actually ask some of these telcos to support us. And I said, which one? And then she said, well, let's go to AfriCell. They're good people to us, even though they're co-locating with us, but they're also good people. Why don't we ask them? So we wrote to AfriCell. Actually, we didn't write. We just went physically to the management of AfriCell, Shadi Bajawi, who listened to us and decided him and his team were going to have a tour of the facility. They came and looked at all of the spaces that we had, and Shadi said, well, I can do something, AfriCell can do something. So he said, he asked what our priority was. I said my priority would be really a facelift of the studio. So AfriCell decided towards the end of last year, 2025, that they would support us with the rebuilding of the studio. So what you're seeing here today is the outcome of that.
Slbc, first of all, one of the credible media Afro-Veterans from the back in days of SLBS now to SLBC. We give you correct information, we accurate send the way we need it. And the SLBC gets a CSC program there. Where they even after students, they learn a lot. As long as we in the evening, you get to time when you don't study check, you watch news, you get to relevant program already, like police and others. So they learn a lot from SLBC.
Well, let us continue from the job we do, especially the kids there. Then when we show you, see the way they happen in the country. The people when they are aware of what they happen in the country. So many of them continue from the video.
We get a lot of improvements from everything. But I feel like SLBC is an anthem of Africa, anthem of Nigeria, and then I think TV can be solutions. But I see a serious lapse to improvement of the television station. And while this is incomplete, number one television station for this country.
And yes, at a long time service institution of and they asked that they could do more, and we appreciate it. Well, me, I want us to tell the management of SLBC. This time we now talk about broadcasting service and then things are we get. When I need other areas that would have been for improve on. Yeah, we get programs the way we get radio. We have been coming through, they were fought on others. At least, some of them and then people nowadays, we learn acting through them because they're motivating. We just put the program that we do. They are now, they tell the management of SLBC, they are now bringing them to your board back.
So I just want to let Sierra Leoneans, every citizen of this country know that the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation is a public broadcaster. And when we talk about public broadcaster, this means we're catering to the entirety of all Sierra Leoneans. And it also means that the public broadcaster belongs to you. We need your support. There's so many challenges here that can be sorted out with the support of the public, starting from content development, bringing program ideas. If you are out there and you think you have a great idea for programming that you think Sierra Leoneans will love, do not hesitate. Our offices are open. We have an open door policy, so bring in your program ideas. We also are looking for the support of generous Sierra Leoneans who can help with the provision of equipment, resources that can help in quality production.
salon for well now we are. I say salon man and woman as a me. Wetin do we sweet salon for well now we are. Where we get we gold, where we get we diamond, where we get we iron or white for well we. Where we get we rutile, where we get we bauxite. This in our water plenty, why for well we oh. I say salon man and woman as a me. Wetin do we sweet salon for well now we are. I say salon man and woman as a me. Wetin do we sweet salon for well now we are. If petrol day, lights day na the whole country. Motocar dey run up and no white for well pan we. If parents get good pay, pikin go school. If teacher get good pay, all pikin dey go land. I say salon man and woman as a me. Wetin do we sweet salon for well now we are. I say salon man and woman as a me. Wetin do we sweet salon for well now we are.